Hey, what's going on, guys? So, we got a few Magic the Gathering boosters here. These are mostly vintage, like literally like 20, 30-year-olds old booster packs. Got a bunch of indies too, just in the background, in case you guys are wondering. Gothic Sorcery, Ian Miller art over there, Arthurian Legends. Severin Pignard, I believe, is the boxes on those. Warlord, which is some new stuff based on old vintage Warlord. That's the Kickstarter. We got Nom Nom, which is based on spin-off of MetaZoo, I would say, from Victor Larson. Then we've got Shard Bugs, which is kind of one of the newest games here. And Shard Bugs is basically a MTG copy for MTG and Sorcery fans, and it's basically just bugs. It's bugs versus bugs kind of situation with magic mixed in. So let me know if you have any questions, guys. We got a bunch of packs ready to rip. These literally I collected myself over the past like 20, 30 years or so. So I got just a few random vintage magic packs left. But for the most part, I've been kind of phasing on into sorcery for the most part. That's kind of my thing right now, based on the old it's old fashioned magic art. It's got like Jeff Mangus, Drew Tucker, it's got Melissa Benson, all the classics. And it's pretty chill. If you want to let me know if you have any questions, happy to rip some with you. But yeah, just good stuff. I'm gonna post the rest of the boosters right now, but let me know if you have any questions. Happy to just hang out with you guys and talk about magic and sorcery and some of these other indies as you see fit. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Feel free to give me a follow. Hey, Howlin' Mine, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a bit. So yeah, just hopefully you guys are having a good night, good weekend, and just chilling. So yeah, let's get some. Be awesome to rip some Ice Age, wouldn't it? Ice Age would be crazy. I haven't ripped Ice Age in a few years now, so Ice Age would be awesome. I would love to rip some Ice Age with you guys. I'll post that right now. I even got, what is that? Is that 4th or 5th edition? I don't know. You guys tell me. This, again, is my personal collection from back in the day, so happy to kind of let go of some of this stuff in favor of more of the modern sorcery stuff that I'm into now. Actually, Ice Age took a little skyrocket, huh? Past few years, didn't it? Not bad. Looks like lowest on TCG is a $45 pack, so let's see. Happy to rip it with you guys, though, or I can send it sealed, whatever you want to do. Let's see. So the one booster I'll do for 42. Give you a little bit of deal. Give you a little sale there. Let's do that. Alright, so that Ice Age is up, guys. How much for the Dark Steel? Check the bin. I believe it's 24. Oh, sorry, 29. I got that mixed up. So Dark Steel is 29 plus shipping. Fifth Dawn is 24. So pretty much on par with regular prices, that I'm seeing on the market. But if you go in on a couple things, I'm happy to give you a deal or throw you something for free. Kind of try to introduce people to non shard bugs. So if you did buy the Dark Steel, I'd give you one of those packs you can pick from Nom Nom or Shard Bugs. Just kind of show you that as well for a mixture. A little mixy mix. So this one, is this 4th or 5th? Let's see. This is 4th edition, guys, 1994. Crazy, right? Can't believe this is from 1994. It's legit. This has not been like pressed at the seams or anything like that to check on what's in this pack. So could be a what is it, mana battery, or what's the chase card? Mana crypt, I think, in the 4th edition. Alright, 1994 vintage right there. And I can do rip or ship too. If you want to ship it or rip it, just let me know. I'm just going to be pricing these out right now, kind of based on TCG's pricing. Alright, let's do that one. Alright, the 4th edition is up as well. What is the Wicked card in the bin? Oh, so yeah, so J.A. Is my daughter. She did the altar of sorcery. It's a Wicked Witch from Sorcery, and she did that with kind of like inspired by Wicked, right? So yeah, that's what that is. Juco, yeah, check that out, man. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, she sold a few commissions already, so she's pretty awesome. If I ever get started on my own TCG, what's going on, Gin? If I ever make my own trading card game, she'll be an artist for that. So someday would be cool. So yeah, let's see. Crimson Vow. Let's get that up. Let's get that up. Crimson Vow is going up. Let's see. Actually, it looks like some of the old pricing on these has been going up. Crimson Vow. Is that a drafter? That's collector. Collector pack. Alright, so that one's actually still pretty cheap. Sold at 20 on that one. Oops. Crimson Vow. It's an interesting set, actually. Crimson Vow. Alright, let's go on that. So, and guys, once you buy like one thing, the shipping will be super discounted. So, oh, nice, man. D-Tom got the fifth edition. Wait, fifth edition? Fifth Dawn, sorry. Not fifth edition. Alright, D-Tom got Fifth Dawn, dude. That is awesome. So, D-Tom, since you're the first one going in, you get to take your pick between Nom Nom and Sharbucks for a free pack, man. Let me get my scissors and then we'll do some ripping, D-Tom. Hopefully you're still here. I'll pick on the prefab. Okay. I will give you Nom Nom then, because that's actually one of my favorites. So Nom Nom is, yeah, like I said, kind of a spin-off of MetaZoo, like in terms of inspiration for the art. It's got a lot of like retro feel, 8-bit, 16-bit trading card game from the olden days. And basically, it's a tabletop game. You are like a dungeon crawler, so right versus left, you're a champions competing against your opponent's boss monster, and vice versa. You're trying to defeat their boss monster. So let's rip some Fifth Dawn. Let me get the scissors. I'm sure you want to rip it, I'm assuming, right? And this is awesome. I'm very excited to rip this, dude. Yeah, for sure, man. Oh yeah, no, definitely D-Tom. I will definitely send you the sleeve. All right. All right, so I will cut the top if that's all right. I'm not gonna like rip it, so I'll just cut it, and then I will give you the sleeve with that. Good luck, man. Hopefully we get some. I think this one has foils, right? I think this is one of the first sets with foils. Let's see what the chase card randomness. Yeah, one every 70 cards, so that's about one every, what is that? 15 times 4, so that gives us, so it's like one every 4 or 5 packs has got a foil in it. So yeah, let's hit you a foil, man. All right, hold on. Scooch that out of the pack. All right, so guys, we're gonna do Fifth Dawn right here. Craziness, huh? All right, I don't know. Do I need to like move the cards around or anything into rarities, or should I just rip? Should I just open up the front? All right, let's just look at the front then. All right, yeah, so we're starting at the commons. So Sky Hunter Prowler, 3 mana, 1/3 attacking, doesn't cause it to tap. Okay. Flying Condescend. I remember that card, I feel like. Condescend is an X mana. Counter target Spellmaster's controller pays X. That's kind of crazy, actually. If you think about it, you could like make your controller, you make the opponent pay like 10 mana or something for that card, whatever it is. So we've got Opaline Bracers. So this set had equipment in it. I think it was one of the first sets with equipment after Meriden. Was this in the Meriden block, I believe? So yeah, this is one of the first sets where we learned about equipment. So that's kind of cool. At +X charge counters. Okay, that could get a little bit nuts, I'm sure. Cackling Imp, 4 mana. Target player loses 1 life. Okay, that's just like a flying version for like 1,000,000 mana of like not Phantasmal, but Prodigal Sorcerer, right? A little bit more powerful, I guess, but 4 mana is a little bit nuts. A little bit too much for me. Goblin Brawler, 3 mana, first strike, can't be equipped. Okay, so that's kind of crappy, although it does have first strike. Healer's Headdress. Alright, then we got Thermal Navigator. Sacrifice an artifact, gains flying. Okay, that's kind of cool. Especially if you can use stuff in your graveyard. Tapped up to 3 target lands. That's actually pretty good right there. That's an instant too. So you could run that and just like tap the guy out, tap your opponent out. That's actually a pretty sweet card, I think. For a common, Baton of Curse. So yeah, they had some batons in this one. This is an equipment. This isn't even equipment. That's kind of weird. Anytime you could play an instant Sunburst, so it gets charge counters for each color of mana. Okay, so that's cool. So Sunburst was a new effect, I think, in this set, where basically it kind of enhanced your thing if you had more colors. Removed a charge. So you could basically get this one with 3 charge counters and remove it to get +1 each turn. Okay. Until end turn. Okay, that's not that good, but hey, it's something. Abuna's Chant. All right, they had a chant. What's it called? Like a round of chants, right? Gain 5 life. Oh, that's pretty good. Gain 5 life. Entwine. So you could do both. You could prevent the next damage and gain 5 life. That'd be crazy. All right. So now I think we're getting to the uncommons. Fill with Fright. Oh wait, that's still common. Fill with Fright. All right. Discards 2 cards. Okay. This might be our first uncommon. Let's see. I don't think we hit a foil, but let's see what we get. So Circle of Protection Artifacts. Actually, that's a good card in this set. Really good card in this block, actually. Therese Nielsen. Nice. She's been around in Magic for a long time. Yeah, there's some actually really good artists in this one. Back to the classic artist days of Magic, right? Prevent that damage for 2 mana. That's not bad at all. Energy Chamber. Ooh, that's a cool one. So That guy, at the beginning of your upkeep, choose one. Put a +1/+1 on target artifact creature or plus a target charge counter on target non-creature. Okay. For 2 mana. That's decent. That's decent, actually. That's like once per turn, so. We got Plasma Elemental, unblockable, 4/1. That's kind of cool. That's unblockable, though. You can kind of just like stack some equipment on it and like call it a day. Do a ton of damage to your opponent. And we got a Moriok Rigger for a rare. Human Rogue, 3 mana. When an artifact is put into graveyard, you may put a +1/+1 counter. Oh, that's actually a good card in this set. Yeah, that's some good synergies there. Nice, man. Cool. Moriok Rigger. No idea how much that's worth, but hey, that was fun, man. Yeah, no problem, dude. It's always fun ripping 20-year-old packs that have not seen the life of day. Literally been in a box forever. But awesome. Gets to sniff the air. That Moriok Rigger. Awesome, man. Well, congrats on that. And you do get the Nom Nom, so let's rip you some Nom Nom too. And carefully put this back in the 5th Dawn booster pack for you. D-Tom, you are all set with that. Wish I had you a foil. That would be amazing. Alright, so Nom Nom. See what you get you in there. So Nom Nom, we got you a Televine. So this is a critter. So he's a Nomster. So he's basically your defense against your boss monster. Moldaiga, that's another. It's a kaiju, but it's a Nomster. So again, defense, 2 attack. These both have 2 attacks, so they're both pretty good. This one can dig. It's got dig, and it searches your deck for Moldaiga, so that's pretty good, actually. Basically multiplies itself. Bubble Card Trips, that gives you some healing ability. Poem is like a defensive little guy that just like disappears. He's kind of like Will-O-the-Wisp, if you know that guy. And then we got Bubble Crabs, which goes with the chips. He's a little Nomster, little healing Nomster for you. And then we got Gamabat for our rare. So that guy basically roll, you can stun an enemy. And then we got a Gordon Blue, which is a super rare. And that guy's actually a champion, so you can run this guy as one of your attack guys. He's got 3 power, 2 action points. He's got Tough Skin, which is actually really, really good in this game, defensive-wise. And then we got our regions, and then Sawblade. Sawblade gives you a couple bonus attack points, so congrats on that, man. You got the Gordon Blue, and thank you for going in. D-Tom, alright, you got a Dark Steel. Alright, let's do it. I think that's from the same series, right? That's like a Mirrodin block. Pretty sure. That's the other one. Alright, good luck in this one. So this one, let's see the odds on that. It's probably another 1 out of 70 cards. Yep, so this one's 2004. So that's literally 22 years ago this set came out. This was the first expansion to the Mirrodin block, I believe, after Mirrodin. And then 5th Dawn was like the 3rd set. So this one says, explore the new Darksteel set where artifacts forge. This was all about artifacts, this set, obviously. The whole the whole three what do you call it? The 3-set arc or whatever. The block, Mirrodin block. Steers Dark Steel Metal. So I think Dark Steel gives you indestructible. I think, if I remember correctly. So that's, I think, the ability that this set brought. But let's see if we can hit you some craziness. Alright, so we got Essence Drain, 3 damage and gain 3 life for 5 mana. Auric Glaive Master. Hey, Tony Sluzo. He's got some art and sorcery too. John Matson, 1/1. Auric Glaive Master. Equipped gets +1/+1 and first strike. This is actually pretty OP in this set. As a common, especially like in draft, I'm sure. Razor Golem. Affinity for planes. Okay, interesting. Attacking doesn't cause tap. So basically, this guy can like cost you nothing. Like 0 mana if you have 6 planes, which would be nuts. Nork Prodigy for 3. Puddinhead is the artist on that. That's kind of funny. 2/1, discard an artifact card, return them to your hand. Okay. Reap and Sow for 4. You get to search for a land, put into play, not even tapped, and it destroys. Wait, hold on. Oh, you can destroy for entwine cost. So for 6 mana, you can destroy a land and search for a land card. That'd be cool. But even then, even if you don't do that, you can destroy a land for 4 or search a land card for 4 and not tap it. Modular 1. These are kind of cool. The Arcbound guys. Modular 1 basically allows you to do your +1/+1, move it around a little bit. Golem's Eye, +2 for a tap, and it's 4 mana, so that's a cool mana rock. It costs 4 mana. It's kind of pricey, but still. Echoing Curse. This I feel like was a good card, if I remember correctly. 2 mana. Target creature and all other creatures the same name as that creature get +2/+2. Yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. So it echoes for every creature card that's the same name. So like if you have like 5 Plague Rats or something, you can like get +2/+2 on them all for 2 mana. Mire Morn Vessel. So there was a Mire, kind of like a bunch of cards in this, whatchamacallit, in this few sets. 1/1, 1 mana. Okay. There's a little moving out around mana a little bit. Burden of Greed. That's a cool art on that. Vance Kovacs. Nice. Lose 1 for each. So this is like anti-artifact, this card. So you've got a tapped artifact, you lose a life. Hallow. For 1, you prevent all damage target spell would deal this turn and gain life. I mean, this is pretty OP if a spell does damage to you. Alright, here's our uncommons. Worm's Tooth. That's a big tooth. 2 mana. Whenever a player plays a green spell, you gain a life. Okay, so it's like a life gain. Cycle. Goblin Archaeologist 2. Flip a coin, destroy target artifact. Like 50/50. And you untap them. If you lose it, sacrifice them. Okay, so that's pretty like cutthroat. Whatchamacallit, Russian roulette right there. Auric Siege Sled. Target creature blocks. Fable. Artifact chain block. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's a cool manipulator card. Alright, let's see if it's a foil. Non-foil. Rebuking Ceremony. 5 mana. Put 2 artifacts on their owner's libraries. Okay, that's a good card in this block as well. Anti-artifact card. So I guess green and black must be like anti-artifacts. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you. Yeah, I wish we hit something crazy, but hey, still fun. want to rip those together. I'd much rather rip those live than like, just for myself, you know what I mean? So yeah, I appreciate that. What's going on, Pack City? I got some random, way old vintage Magic the Gathering packs over here with some indies behind it, like Sorcery and TCG, Warlord, Nom Nom, Shardbugs. Let me know if you have any questions. Callie, what's going on, man? Feel free to give me a follow. I'm pretty small and whatnot.